Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is DIY with Jeannie, and my name is Jeannie Ruth, and I come 3 times a week. If I try to make it 3 times a week, normally it is Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sometimes I have technical issues and it could be on Tuesday. But today what we're going to do is we're continuing on with small gifts for colleagues, friends, teachers, coworkers, neighbors that are inexpensive, but you want to give them a little remembrance, a little something, and you want to do it from you, make it very personal. So we are again going to be using the Christmas spirit phrases, and this time we're going to be using Ho cubed. I love that. Being a science teacher, that's awesome to me. And we're going to be using this small pennant banner. So Couture sells these. You could make your own, which I completely plan on doing this year because I want to make some great big ones, and the biggest ones they make are 9 by 12, and I have a desire to make a great big one, and it's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. And it's just using canvas. Get canvas, you can stitch up the sides. If you're not extremely crafty and you just want to do it anyway, you might think about using hot glue or fabric glue, or even that Stitch Witch, which you can get. It just irons right on. So we are just going to place him down. That is not straight. That's the really nice thing about these. You can kind of figure out straight by the hem. So I'll place him down. And I did not, for those of you who have watched me, I did not have to go in and fuzz this because I'm putting it on cloth and it will come right off. Now, we could use ink on this, which I would do if I were going to make it, put it outside, something like that. But this I plan on having inside. It's small enough. And so I'm just going to use the candy apple paste. And as you know, this new formula is my favorite, and it's just thick enough to go on well. It is smooth enough that I don't really have to worry about it. I mean, once you get started, it's going to stay wet long enough for me to use it. It's not going to dry instantly on me. Some of them, especially the old one, you barely had time to get it on real good before you had to make sure you were pulling that stencil up, or you were going to pull the paint up with it. So that's a couple of the reasons why the new is so much better. I still use the older paint because I have it, but I get real grumpy about it. And if you've ever seen me use it, you know I kind of complain about it. I act a little bit like a 2-year-old, but that's okay because we all get to do that sometimes. It's allowed. Now, pull that right off. That did not work real well, so hang on. I'm going to go in and just touch that up manually because it's right in the middle of that hat. And I have a paintbrush I could use, or a smaller tool, so let me get the smaller tool. See how tiny? And now I can just go in and really just put that in where it needs to be, and scrape it down. It's in there really good now. And once it dries, I can kind of clean that up a little bit. But like I said, it's perfectly fine the way it is. Close that. Close this. And then to put it together, you simply put your little bar through here. I thought it had a spot that came up, and it didn't. It was just a fuzz ball. Let me wet that down because you know the red is going to stain anyway. It stains me. My husband says after I get done with the red, he's always gone, you painted with red today, because he said it looks like a crime scene in the sink. But it is what it is. So there's our little sign. And if we want, we can come back and put some greenery on it to zhuzh it a bit. Matter of fact, why don't we do that now, and then we will tie the jute through it. Let's feed it through so I don't have to worry too much about it once I get the greenery on. And you can put it in any way you want to. I am just going to tie a quick knot down here in the end so that it doesn't go back through that hole. And then we'll be able to adjust it to different heights depending on what we want, where we want to put it. I'm going to give this as a gift, so it doesn't matter how long it is. They can then make that decision on their own. Now, once we get through this series that I'm doing on gifting for coworkers, I will go back over and show you how I finished off everybody and how I styled them for a gift so that you have an idea of, exactly, and I'll give you an idea of how much it cost, because I really do think that's important, that you know what it cost. So just sit down. Let that cool, and I think we want a jingle bell on this. So got that. It really doesn't want to stick today. I don't know why. Because I didn't hold it long enough. We'll put our little bell down. And I might end up making a bow to sit right on top of that, or get a small flower, but I don't have one right now, so just make sure that's stuck. And it is. And there we go. A nice little banner for a friend or colleague. And actually, let's take this little guy off of our bell situation. And we are going to glue him on. And that will finish this off. That will finish this off, and we will have another one ready to give. And considering we are getting close to the holiday, I need to make sure I have these ready to give. Probably going to give them a little bit early so that they have time to use them this year. But there is our little banner with our little bell, because I do love me some little bells. And that is ready to give. So I appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me today. Would you appreciate getting a gift like this? Is that something that you would be interested in? Do you think it's something that you would be happy giving to a friend, coworker, or a teacher? Give me some ideas down below, and I will be back with more gifts and ideas and home decor. And I appreciate your spending time with me. Bye.